February 7th through the 14th, 2018. Trying to get my setup all together, so that's why I'm a little bit late coming out with this, but I thought it'd be kind of fun anyway to get into Valentine's Day and some of that love that might be surrounding us, you know, all that magic going on. I have a feeling for this week, I had kind of said in the group, I'm excited because there's a really loving energy this month in general, okay? Definitely for divine energies, definitely feeling it in the 5D, but also even in the 3D. I have been feeling that communication is going to happen a little bit more and more now. I also feel like there are some karmic things going on that can be miscommunicated to us. So feminine is very important to try to stay positive and look through the messages as always from the masculine, recognizing that, you know what, it's not always as it seems. It's just trying to tell us something in order to help us keep moving and healing. And I also feel like the masculine is totally playing catch up. Like the feminine has moved forward, we're getting stronger, we're getting more into our energies, we're getting closer to totally manifesting. Like right now is just the number 2 month, so keeping the faith, keeping our focus of what we truly desire instead of getting upset in any way. And then being able to just really understand that this is meant for us. This coming together is meant for us, so any type of negativity surrounding that karmic energy, keep releasing it because it's continual. It's totally continual. So one of my clients had told me that I should just reach out and let you know that I moved to be near my masculine, so things are getting closer and closer and better. So all this healing I've been doing with clients and helping them has been helping me as well. So it's really, for all of us, I feel it's moving forward, and the more you do healing, the better it will be, because we're picking up those pieces, right? We're placing them together to come closer and closer into our one soul, into this one union with more strength and more ability to be in divine energies and really rise above any karmic stuff that's been going on around us. I apologize for lack of my jewelry. Finding it, okay? So usually I'm a little bit more bling, but hey, who cares? As long as the messages get out there and the divine works through me and speaks through me, so we can get some information and so it can help us stay positive, right? And still have that faith. And every day I ask for divine guidance to just show me signs, synchronicities to keep me going, to keep having this high vibration, and also to help you all to bring these messages to you. So I'm very excited. Kind of tired, but still, when I do these things and I do healings for clients, I get really in a high vibration and feel great. So most of the time I miss doing it when I've been off a couple of days. So here we go. So we're going to start off with the masculine and the feminine energies that are wanted this week or to be aware of from one another, and then the action that's being urged with the divine coming through. So it's always something different when this comes through for me. So I'm not even going to try to really define what each thing is. It's just kind of a message comes through as we put them down. So what masculine energy is being guided? Whoa, that was a nice one. Put that over there for now. Okay, now feminine energy. It's harder, there you go, to shuffle when there's not as many cards. This is the masculine and the feminine. Okay, so let's just start out with that, then we'll go toward the actions. Okay, so for the masculine this week we have, that's pretty funny, Thor, number 9. So ending anything that's stopping him from taking action and moving forward. Like I said, the masculine's playing catch up, I feel. Where we've moved forward, we're doing whatever, and they're just trying to end things that are having them be stuck. And that was like the last week that they're kind of sitting there waiting too, for the past couple of weeks, because the feminine is really working on it, and now we're sitting in and saying, okay, we've moved forward, we're ascending, we're more in our divine energy and power. That came through with the moon as well, like super women, super divine energies. So now, yeah, this is what's being said. You know what? Taking action. Now this is what is wanted. Get rid of anything, that 9, and anything that's stopping him from taking action to move forward now to play catch up, like I had felt. And so for the feminine, It is goddess of sensuality, and that's always important for us to step more into that. So like I had felt, we're more in our divine feminine energy, more in that superwoman, super sexual, sensual energy, and it's number 2. So when we are in that energy, we're now causing him to move forward, take that action toward us. So it's really great getting in that sacral chakra, clearing that out even more, feeling comfortable within your sensuality, feminine. This is what's being wanted. So it's pretty much saying, the masculine saying, you know what? I want you to be this beautiful, sensual, divine, feminine energy. And in doing so, I will take action, get rid of any of this past stuff that's been holding me back and move towards you. And that's what we're wanting too. We want you to take action, masculine. We want you to just release anything that's no longer serving, that's holding back, and just kind of ram your way through all that karmic energy and move forward. So let's see what the action, which is great on top of action. So I do feel, even with Valentine's Day coming up, there's going to be a little bit more, even if you just feel like surrounding you in the 5D, them feeling you, them thinking of you, just, ooh, whoa. For the feminine, what kind of action? There, you go. Okay. And you know how I keep going, me, with my many cards. Okay, so for the masculine is, ooh, openness. And as I was saying, there's better communication. Now, there may be some miscommunication, because when I was shuffling, that card came out. Miscommunication came out. Communion came out, which is the number 11, which is saying there's something, and then karma. So there's going to be some misunderstanding surrounding karma, but for us feminine to be aware of that, then the masculine becomes more open about the situation and more open about the relationship and what he's desiring from the relationship. That's the action that's wanting to be taken. Stepping away more and more from that karmic energy. As you know, it's an ongoing process through this journey. So more and more they are doing that. Being more open toward that too, open toward, you know, the sensuality, recognizing the divine energy and wanting to move away from any negativity and toward that, right? And here it is for the feminine. Here's the miscommunication, okay? So it's miscommunication within karmic energy. So really, this time of year, especially if they're in a relationship, no, he is yours. So no matter what may go on in the 3D, it's something he's having to do to work through, to get past, okay? Please, no, he is yours. You are meant to be together. So no matter what goes on with, and I want to say soulmate because it's a life learning lesson, right? It's all lessons with the soulmate. I don't even like the karmic label because it just makes it sound so negative, and I feel along this journey it doesn't have to be negative. It's some things that we're picking up our pieces and we're doing. So it's better communication within feminine to recognize, okay, if I'm getting messages, if I'm seeing something in 3D, is this something for me to work on? Okay. Also better communication of, you know, they have an understanding in a certain way and we have an understanding. They're trying to play catch up, we're already there. Okay, so this is why it's also going within feminine and recognizing, where were you 6 months ago? Where were you? How were you feeling? Was there a time where you looked karmically not available or certain things like that? And so then they're playing catch up. So they may be in that certain energy right now, and it's just being aware of that. So don't allow this miscommunication within, because the openness here is going to help you understand even more what's going on. So being open to all the messages that can come through from the masculine, instead of wanting to shut down because you don't want to know what's going on. Yes, it's okay. Like I always say, don't really check on it, but if something comes through, take the message. And I'm very good at decoding, so if you need help, if you're really upset about all this, reach out. Woo, gosh, reach out, because I have become very good at decoding masculine messages for the feminine, for clients, okay? Because, as you know, all that karmic energy can totally be miscommunicated. This is going in between the two. Yeah, here we go. So it's like here, feminine, there's a need to clear that shadow aspect, to have a positive change, to step into the feminine energies. And it's in between the two like this. So the more you're in the sensuality, your sexuality, within your divine energy, letting go of any karmic soulmate miscommunication going on here, he becomes more open. He takes action and moves toward us. Okay, so this is really what's wanted, especially around this time of year when there's so much love going on. Recognizing for the masculine truly what this love is, and it's divine, and it is meant for us. this, okay? So, fully on top of the feminine, like what's going on between masculine and feminine energy this week is, once again, that inner child. It's really reaching out and wanting to manifest the two of us coming back together in a much healthier way. Nurturing our inner divine so we can grow more so together. So the more we deal with our shadow aspect feminine, which is past life healing, all this healing, going within, healing the inner child, which I call the inner divine now because it's not necessarily a child. We recognize it and we're growing it into this feminine. That's what they're urging us to do. Now I'm just going to pull one more because you know how I am. Let's go a little deeper. What is of most importance this week, coming from the divine, what they're wanting for the all-around balance of masculine and feminine, of the union, is, whoa, there it is, knowing we are one, and we're interdependent. So letting go of any of the chains surrounding, like any of the negativity around, okay, it's coming through is any of the negativity, because there is a little bit of level of codependency for the masculine on that soulmate or that karmic energy. It's what they're kind of used to. And they're having to recognize a better feminine energy, and that's what they're wanting us to do. Step into it. Get all the shadow stuff up out of us, because that's part of the negative feminine energy they're used to from the soulmate or the karmic, okay? That's why we work so hard on getting rid of that darkness and that past life stuff, even past life with them. So it's recognizing this can get taken away and start anew within interdependency. And this is the true union, the true love. So recognizing that. Him being more open, you having this better communication because you're going to understand this karmic energy. We're having better communication because we're going to understand this karmic energy. It's just a codependency. It's not what he truly desires. Okay? And the more we step into our better energy and we are putting it out there, the more the masculine will take action toward that, will open up, recognize, take action toward that, and heal from this codependent energy. And it's definitely around this time, because if they're in a relationship, they're going to have to deal with Valentine's Day, right? So during this week, feminine, really pay attention to working on yourself, getting rid of any negativity surrounding your masculine and what went on in the past, what's going on even now. No, you are meant to be together. You're meant to be this. It's a new beginning within this without being chained to any karmic energy. That is what the divine is urging for this week, especially this time it's a tough time when it's these loving holidays, right? It's a tough time. So putting that right on there and coming to the better relationship, the better marriage, the better union. Oh, right. So let's see what kind of energy is happening for the whole week for the masculine. From the past, in the present. Woo! Jumping. Past and present and... Okay, really trying to get used to my new setup, but still loving it. I have my own room now. I used to have to do it in my kitchen, and so now I have my own room where I can do this. It's just getting the lighting better, and I'm going to work on that, y'all. But I really just wanted to get this reading out for you and get back into healing. So anyone out there, woo, you see that jumper? Anyone out there who's really want to do it, it's saying it now, you know, heal that shadow aspect of the feminine energy. At this time, I'm going to have to put you up here. And you're telling me to take this one, stick it there. It's most important for the masculine this week. And now for the feminine. Well, okay. Good, I'm so happy to be back with you all tonight. With these cards popping, you're like, we wanted to give messages, and here I go. I know. I've been working, trying to get everything together so the messages can come through. There's no better feeling than to just be a channel and to help others and to help heal others through divine energy and wisdom. Aha, another one. Oh boy. Okay, so this one here, this is a grounder. So I have an extra one. I've been throwing cards around like crazy. Okay, so this is what's most important this week, and this is what might be holding them back, even though we have the 3D here holding back, but even more so holding the masculine back a little bit. But to be aware of it helps us move forward. Okay, let's make sure enough is in the frame. Cool. Here we go. The basis of the relationship with love this week for the masculine is 4 of water. Missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. So, yeah, it's very emotional, and I was feeling that too. It's going to be an emotional time. They're trying to figure out how to move forward. They're feeling these feelings coming through, and they feel like, oh my gosh, I need to do this. I want to move forward. I know, but they're feeling like they're missing out because they're playing that catch up, that we're already moved forward, and they're trying to catch up, and they're missing the opportunity to step on and move forward too. And then discontentment, because it's the discontentment and the boredom within the relationships they're in now, within the vibration they're in now, trying to get up out of that. Okay, and then I'm going to take the positive here. They're opening their eyes more to the possibilities within feelings and their emotions and how they can help themselves kind of go. Now the 4 is good. It's great. I mean, it's fours everywhere. It's wishes come true. It's a foundation, but at times it can be, as I've said before, holding back, like a cage or something, you know, 4 pillars holding you back. Or it could be foundation by putting it down. So either they could be held back by not recognizing it and missing their opportunities, but we know we're going to feminine keep that high vibration and positivity, and we're going to say that they're opening their eyes to the possibilities, and we're going to put that out there for them. Really in the 5D, like open your eyes, feel my heart, feel the sensuality, sexuality, feel the communication I really want to put out there, even though that karmic stuff is going on. And for the feminine, the basis of the relationship with love this week, woohoo, the sun. Plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessings in life, and that's totally true. If we stay in that gratitude of even having this journey, being on the path, recognize we have this amazing spiritual, romantic, sexual relationship that's so deep. That's the sun, the union. Is that for me, the 19 is the union, and it really is. It's the beginning, it's the end, it's moving forward. So really stay within the energy of gratitude. Even if the karmic stuff is going on, be grateful for whatever you do have. Be grateful even for getting these messages, right? Be grateful for your ability to step up more into your divine feminine energy and feel better about yourself and move forward on your divine purpose. Anything that's around you, show your gratitude. Okay, and more will come to you. So this is an arcana definitely happening. So be grateful. This is the basis of love and relationship for the week. Be grateful for love and all the beauty that's around it. And if you're not in contact and there isn't any type of receiving that, be loving towards yourself, okay? And love your divine energies, because you know that's what he's moving toward. Get out of any of the darkness. Okay, so the past energies for the masculine to be aware of this week is the world. Beautiful. A job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude. The path toward enlightenment. Yeah, they're still on the path. Okay, so, and the path that we're going to be grateful for, we show the gratitude for the path, and they could play that catch up, and they come behind us, and they get through things and even easier. You know, never really easy. I really feel for the masculine, a lot of their karmic energy is really deep and dark. And the feminine it is, but we have that ability, that divine feminine energy that is most powerful to just kind of rise above it and see it and work on it and know to do it, because a lot of masculine don't do healings and things like that. A lot do, which is amazing, which helps a lot more. That's why a lot of my clients have it done for their masculine to help, because they may not be totally aware to do so. So it helps them to move forward by releasing that energy up off of them. But it definitely is the path toward enlightenment. And so from their past energies, they're still moving forward within that. They're still manifesting better things for them. They're working at it. No, they are working at it. Even if it doesn't look like it in the 3D and they're still stuck in this codependency as it may seem, they're opening up more and they are taking action. And they're opening to the possibilities, right? That's the positive things and the being grateful for this journey, feminine, to help keep everything on track. Whenever you start to fall into that 3D, illusion and karmic situation where we're getting upset and it's making us angry, go to the shadow side. So what part of this, why is this happening? What do I need to clear? What do I have to work on? Because in doing so, we may get upset with the masculine on so many levels, but we become stronger. We're more in our divine energy because we're healing all this. We're releasing. We're letting go. It's the most empowering thing ever. This journey is unbelievable. When you start picking up those pieces and placing them back within you and becoming whole, it is so amazing. I'm here to tell y'all, as all the healings I've been doing and helping with, it's unbelievable to get those pieces back and recognize your true divine feminine energy and be grateful for that. Show the gratitude for it, okay? Anyone needing help, reach out. I'm ready. Okay, so the past energy for the feminine to be aware of is 10 of Autumn. Take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. So knowing, number 10, number 1, really starting off in a strength place, okay? Not within a karmic place, but within a heart-centered place. Then taking the steps to make sure that we are really grounded within our feminine energy. We have that security within, so then they feel secure to move forward. And putting love out there to everyone around us, that is our purpose. Right? And we're making the investments in ourselves, in healing ourselves, and then healing them and healing everyone around us. Okay, planning for retirement, meaning planning for retiring this karmic energy, these past shadow things that can just go away. All right, so we've been doing it. Any feminine out there have been working hard on that healing, and several of my clients, yes, we've been doing it. It's going to help the collective as well. But when you do it for yourself, it really catapults you forward, truly. Okay. So, and honoring family traditions. That family tradition is our union. Okay, we are the family. We create this family, all right? All right, so for the present energy for the masculine this week, to be aware of Ace of Earth, the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. So, yeah, recognizing the real, here it is right there, recognizing the real feminine energy, the real contract, the union, but also documents or contracts, breaking them, right? Breaking those karmic ones and starting over within the 3D. And I do feel that because pushing at this time, I mean, if I am not emotionally attached to someone, but you're with them, and this around these times where they want to give you presents, they want to do these things for you, and you don't feel that, I think that's why it's so important for feminine, when we know we have our masculine, it's not easy to just walk away and be with someone else, because that, you know, that type of connection, and you don't have that with someone else, and you will always yearn for it. And on some level, it makes you feel uncomfortable around these holidays that are about love, when this person's pouring out love and you're not feeling it. And that's what I'm feeling for the masculine energy. If they're in a karmic relationship, a soulmate type situation, it's really going to turn them off right about now, this time of year, because it's not feeling good. So in the 3D, they're like starting over. They're getting back into their divine energy and healing that and starting over. And the promise business venture is like working on themselves to move out, away from, to take that action. And for the feminine within the present energies, be aware of Queen of Autumn. Be practical with respect to how you proceed, the ability to make anything more beautiful, and that's our divine feminine by far, meaning someone who can help your dreams come true. And it's truth, okay? Get the help. Get the help. This is the time. Definitely now, because our trust and our faith is definitely being tested majorly, especially the holiday, okay? So definitely being tested. So any of that shadow stuff, this is why it comes up. This is why your emotions are going to start coming up. And if you're wanting help to be guided, reach out there for that light worker. Reach out there for whatever makes you feel better to get out of those energies, to help you recognize your true dreams, to stay within that vibration and move toward it. And really be practical about this. Try not to be so emotional in a way. Understand your emotions, recognizing them. Use your brain for good to say, I think I need help, It's not just about in your heart, you know you need it. I think I need help and I'm going to move forward in order to do that. So that's in the present energies, right? So we're sitting in our feminine energy going, you know what, any type of help, let me be gracious about this situation this week. Let me see how I can help others, or who could be of help to me. Okay, so The future energies to be aware of, to step into for the masculine, is Ace of Air. A lot of new stuff, and the air is the head, the ego. So brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. Now it may be challenging because there's still some ego stuff left, but it's a new beginning. So we have all new. He has the world from the past, right? It's a job well done. He's on the path toward enlightenment, right? And then he's going more toward abundance and starting within the 3D to start on his business venture, being more him and being more within a better, contract, right? A better, like business contract even, but coming together in a better way. And then now in the future, having brilliant new ideas and inspirations surrounding love within the head, coming from the heart. Okay, and it's a challenging beginning because that ego's still there. The karmic energy is still there. It will be there. Not something that just goes poof overnight. We've been working through it. We're still working through it, feminine. We're still working on that shadow side, that shadow self. It's showing us there. Work on it. Keep going. But any messages that come through, anything you're seeing or feeling that's upsetting you, that's what you're needing to work on, especially with the masculine when he gives us amazing messages, not always in the nicest way. But when we recognize them more and more, they start coming out in a nicer way. Sometimes we need to be hit between the eyes with it to be like, oh my gosh, why would he say that? Or why would he do that? Because it's going, oh, it has to upset you. Once you get to understanding them a little bit better, it's a little bit softer, they're a little bit nicer on you. And you are too, because we're in our better feminine energies because we're clearing all that out. So future energies to be aware of this week is the 10 of winter. Go feminine. The resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. And that is of the masculine as well. We are stepping more into our feminine energies. We don't need to be dependent on the masculine. The feminine is the true, beautiful, amazing energy. And that's the feminine is there to let the masculine know what she desires so he can help her with it in the 3D to move forward. That's what this really is about. So instead of sitting there, and here it is again, see it's up here with this codependency too. And part of it is that we can break the chain in a way of, I mean, here it is, like they're recognizing, you know what, there's more of a balance. There's no us needing them or pulling them down. They're open. They're wanting to take action because we're going to get more into our divine feminine with that sensuality. Get rid of the past. Get rid of any negative karmic energy that's been a miscommunication. Get rid of the codependency of watching him in 3D and needing him. And recognizing truly within, we are one, but you are one feminine within your divine feminine energy. You can create anything. You could do anything. It's just coming together and helping one another out in a good balance, right? So that's what's happening. This is what we're stepping into, recognizing that. So even this time of year, when it can be very hurtful, know you can be on your own. You could love yourself. You know that he's coming. He's got to get through what he's got to get through. Now he's going to have those brilliant ideas and inspirations because we're getting out of our negativity surrounding any of this. We keep having, like, the one, you know, like I said, they're playing catch up. We're at the queen. We're at the 10, right? We're at the 10. And seriously, we are really moving forward in a new way, and so are they. But they're playing catch up coming to us. Okay, so what might be holding, energies holding the masculine back in the 3D? Queen of Fire. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. So that's holding him back, is really seeing the true feminine energy, that passion. And feminine, that's where we're trying to work on here. More and more they're saying to us, you know, stretching your wings and fly, like him feeling comfortable enough that he can move forward quickly. Because are we far enough? Have we stepped into our passion? Are we confident enough? Are we graceful? Are we really in our divine feminine energy? What might be holding him back is not recognizing we're there. We're there, feminine. We are. And we're going to stay within it. And so he's got to recognize this passion. He's going to recognize that we are there in that queen. We are within that passion. And they're always testing the waters anyway. They're testing the waters around everything. Okay? So even if you're not in contact at all, they keep testing the waters around feminine energy. And the more we step into our divine feminine energy, the more they start feeling it, the more they start seeing it. Because for us, any masculine energy around us can give us messages as well. So the more we're in our feminine, any feminine energy around them can give them better messages, okay? So what might be holding the feminine back in the 3D is Ace of Autumn, a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others, a very successful project, a happy change in your career. And it's really, yeah, our fears that surround us. Like, people do reach out sometimes and say, well, you know, twin flames don't have a lot of money, or a lot of times where we have these challenges. But it's like, but if you sit there and you feel like, okay, well, I can't do this because I don't have this, that's not having trust and faith to feel you can step forward and be supported. You're just going to sit within that. And this is what some feminine may be doing. Instead of exerting yourself and saying, you know what, if I put something out there, if I work toward it, if I help someone else, or I do something in that way, then I will have this windfall. I will recognize that. And we're pretty, you know, young and naive within this, going, well, I don't know if that's going to happen, you know. And with the windfall of money comes the advice and the assistance. And so putting that feminine, and I've been urging, you know, it's a feminine energy, it's a nurturing energy, and no longer seeing it as a masculine controlling energy money, that you have to have it in order to know. It's a feminine nurturing energy. So open up to be nurtured, open up for it to come in from the divine, and you will then get the advice and the assistance that's needed. You'll be very successful within clearing those shadow aspects. Okay, so this is these fears that things can't change within our career as well, meaning within our divine feminine energy, that this has to be difficult, that it can't be an enjoyable journey. And I'm here to tell you, yes, it can. The more you heal, the more you put those pieces together, it's absolutely exhilarating. Okay, so this is what's holding us back. They're asking us to heal it, to clear it. Okay, it's all through here. It's been through here. But I'm here to tell you, the way I have accelerated by doing all this is unbelievable. So that's why I want to help anyone else I possibly can, even through doing this. So you to recognize, okay, maybe it's the time. Maybe I find a way to save up so you can get the help. Anything, but at least you're making the effort. It's very important on this journey to make the effort. All right, so the positive action for the masculine to be aware of, the 6 of air. Things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip, yay, moving forward toward the love, getting out of the ego air and into the heart and moving forward toward the love, getting rid of all this gunk, karmic stuff, and moving toward taking a trip, moving forward. And they are. Now on this boat, on this journey, slowly but surely, but it does have to do with us as well. It's that whole idea I talked about is of Isis and Osiris. Isis being torn apart into all these different pieces, and Osiris being torn apart into all these different pieces. Isis having to put them back together. That's what the feminine's doing through healings, getting each piece together and then bringing him back to life in his divine. So that's why we work on this. That's why we do what we do. Okay, so positive action for the feminine. Here it is. Happy news about your career, promotions or scholarships, well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. What I was just saying in 3D, you're needing that little push. Here I am, I'm taking my foot and I'm kicking. No, here's the push. They're telling you, all of us, we can do this. We can help one another out. We can be in these groups, in my group, be there, talk to one another, really get the help that's needed, so they can then move forward as well. So we take the positive action of recognizing, getting in there, what's the shadow parts, getting the past life out of there, doing DNA healing, ancestral healing. There's so much that goes on, but the more you do it, the protocol that I had, it releases things so fast. I mean, you just ascend, you feel lighter, you're not holding on to any past negativity that isn't even you. Not even knowing who you are anymore, because you're the divine feminine. All this stuff was put on you. Now we're taking it apart and putting the pieces back together. So what can help move the masculine forward this week is, the Empress. Better communication, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. And through nurturing of the self, and as you see, it's like right under the inner child, the inner divine, and this is a definite arcana. So really feeling nurtured even by the feminine energy, because we're going to put it out there for them. Yeah, and starting off, giving that birth to the dreams and moving forward even stronger. For the feminine to be aware of, to help. move forward is King of Spring. A financial windfall, your leadership skills are needed now, an unexpected supporter of your cause. There's that masculine, okay? Wise, he's the wisdom. He gives us those messages. So what's going to help us move forward is paying more attention to any messages that come through. Decode them before they hit your heart. And he is a supporter. Some of us, it's unexpected for us because we don't understand how, that we always feel like it's a negative thing surrounding them, instead of recognizing they are supportive of us. No matter what they're saying to us, it's supporting us, trying to get us to heal and to get the pieces back together. And it's a financial windfall, which means a nurturing energy, but also, yes, if you open up and you are giving, you get in return. If we just are, people are like a miser and we sit on our money, we sit on an energy, it just sits there and it festers, right? There's no flow. So in order to receive, you have to give, okay? And your leadership skills are needed now. We are in the lead. We move forward. It's needed for him to get that move. So here's the push. That's the positive action. Now move forward. You are the leader, and know why you're doing this, because we're going to listen to messages from them. We're doing it for them. And I know a lot of people get upset, like, why do we have to do everything for the masculine? Please, I promise you, when you get in more in your divine energy and put those pieces together, because he's helping push your buttons, it's a beautiful feeling. So what the divine energy surrounding the masculine with is King of Air. Speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. And this is even with the contracts. So this is what I'm thinking, like a lot of them are really starting to move forward on, I'm wanting to get out of this karmic relationship, this soulmate relationship. I'm going to review and I'm going to get some help in that way too. I want to be free. I want to be more toward a loving relationship that I truly desire. And being the king, being able to take over the ego thoughts, but also being diplomatic about everything that's surrounding him, which is what we definitely want. We do not want any more karmic energy. You do not wish for him to be cruel toward the soulmate or any karmic energy around him. Being able to see it for what it is, release it, and be diplomatic about it. Professional and impartial in the way of not getting all emotional and angry or any of those things. And for the feminine, the divine energy surrounding is 3 of Autumn. Follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do. Being compensated for your creative talents. This is what I'm saying. You will be compensated. Have the faith. Step into it. Heal. Work on these things. You will be compensated. If you do the work, you will be compensated. And the compensation is the reward of getting closer to where you want to be. I'm living proof, okay? Getting closer to where you want to be. And definitely even having acceptance. Because before, I never even spoke about what I did. I didn't feel comfortable about it. And that's that unexpected supporter. And now my masculine is like, wow, it's amazing what you do. It's amazing what you do for people. And I'm like, whoa. Because before he was almost telling me I was crazy. And that was because it was the way I was feeling. It had something I had to heal within me. And I have now. And now he's this unexpected supporter. So the more you heal those shadow aspects, the more they become supportive. When things before they might have been judgmental, but you were judging yourself. And as a light worker and an energy worker and a spiritual guide, the way that I am, of course, there's going to be the ego in me that's going to go, what am I doing, right? Well, no, then you have to step fully into it and then know you're doing the right thing. So follow your passion, do what's best for you, because you will be compensated. They're surrounding you with that. And the passion is getting out of any of that negativity and coming more into yourself, feminine, okay? Getting that crap out of there. Getting the darkness out, right? So the outcome energies for the masculine this week is King of Fire. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision and be a leader. Advice from someone creative. And this is definitely the divine masculine energy. He's now within his passion. He's getting advice from someone creative. Well, we're putting it out there, right? Even in the 5D, they do feel it. So they're seeing us and feeling us, and when we're getting more into our energy, they can get more into them. They can focus on it. They can feel it coming through. And the communication, even visions, dreams can come through. And they can now lead themselves out of this negative karmic soulmate energy, learn from it, release it, forgive it. That's one of the other healings that's needed. Forgive it so it can truly go away, and they can step more into their passion of being that king, being that divine masculine. Wonderful. This is a beautiful week considering the holiday. Okay, so for the feminine outcome, wow, 4 of spring, be grateful. You have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. We can have this if we do not set ourselves in the pillars of that cage of believing that it's going to be the same, nothing's going to change, this journey's never ending, which is never ending, but never going to come together, even physically. These are all the self-defeating ego thoughts that keep us in that cage, in that imprisonment. Step out of that and create a real foundation of being grateful, celebrating who we are and love, so we can spring forward and know within the spring we can have what we desire. Because if we get through this holiday and stay in a high vibration and in our divine feminine energies, we can have deep feelings of peace and happiness. Staying within that, we can have a contented personal life. It's coming to us. It's coming. They're letting us know that. Let's go up here and see what's the most important thing, most important energy surrounding the masculine this week. Nice. The Emperor. Organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. So as you see, he's breaking open from that karmic energy. He's coming up out of it. That's the most important thing. He's getting out of the cage. There's his 4. And he's going to make a better foundation for himself to be a leader within his own life, because a lot of the time that karmic energy is leading him around. Not to be, totally not. It's that mommy energy that some of us, even in divine feminine energy, can put off onto the masculine, because they're actually creating it within us. And that's not the way we are. And that's why most of us walk away and go, hey, I'm not in charge of you. I don't need to do these things. And that's part of that energy they're used to in the feminine energy, okay? So now he's going to step into, that's more important. All that karmic energy going away, soulmate energy, boom, 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 becoming more of a leader, having more structure within heart, within self, becoming more a leader for himself. And so what might be holding him back, which is upside down? Yeah, we know it. The ego when it comes to love, a false sense of entrapment. But he's breaking through. It's still holding him back a bit, being overly focused on material things. The 3D, negative or fear-based thoughts. So it might be holding him back, but you know what? It was upside down. So it means they're getting out of it. It's showing both places. They're stepping more into this energy. It's coming off of them, and they're getting more out of their airhead, out of their ego when it comes to love, and moving more toward true love and what they truly desire, because we're more in our divine feminine energy, attracting that. All right, now let's see what's going on in the 3D. Okay. So within the 3D we have the basis of love, the basis of a relationship and relationship with love this week. Hey. Ancestors, generations. All right, so it's karmically still coming through. So we can celebrate feminine because we're getting through this. We're working through all of that. And the masculine is now, he's coming up on it and missing some opportunities and things like that. But it's recognizing that this is not, like I said, there are things that are put upon us and we don't recognize our divine energies anymore. And now that's why we're needing to release it all and replace with our true divine energy. So this is what's going on within our relationship, which is causing something going on in the 3D for this week. So I'm urging, don't let this miscommunication happen, okay? So within love, recognizing that some of these things are still attached to heal, because it's a tough week, okay? We know it's a tough week for all of us. But it can be a wonderful one when we recognize the true, when we release all these things and give yourself a present, get some help, get some healing. You know, might not be a chocolate heart, but it becoming more getting the karmic energy off your heart. So the past energies to be aware of in the 3D is, whoa, the DNA and the karma is still there. Okay, still healing, still letting it go. So I actually do an ancestors healing. I do a DNA to get any of the miasma, which is the emotional stuff that's stuck within us. And then it's really, if we think about ancestors, it's also just in our family line. And as we know, this journey, our relationship, does not necessarily look good to our family. Okay? And so there's some missed opportunities for the masculine because things aren't looking good around relationships for him too. But he's opening his eyes more, getting past past what's gone on, trying to break that cycle. I really feel that. Trying to break the cycle while we're just saying, you know what? We are getting rid of it. We have been getting rid of it, and it's wonderful because this is what is affecting our relationship. Releasing all that up there, it's telling us that there, releasing it from the past within the DNA, and all that karmic energy, the miasma within our DNA coming from our ancestors. I mean, it's just coming through. I can't say it enough. And anyone out there feeling like, geez, I need to release some of this stuff, reach out. Okay, so within the present energy, within the 3D, shape-shifting. Yeah, the clouds are lifting, shape-shifting more toward our divine energies. Definitely for the feminine, we're working on it. We are ascending. All the work I've been doing for the sacral chakra, and just helping everyone with that, it's in general. So I'm putting it out there that really keep working on that feminine to feel better in your sensuality, in your queen energy, okay? But shifting that. And it's a shift, yes. He's shifting, we're shifting, all of it. Okay. So, and the future energies within the 3D is shaman, ancient healing wisdom. More wisdom coming through healings and healing within. And the wisdom represents the masculine because he gives us the messages. So we're going to be more open to those messages, right? So he can move forward. We're going to have the resolution of any difficulty surrounding the messages, being upset about it. No longer being codependent on that, just getting the message moving forward. No longer needing him and doing all that. We're going to receive the wisdom is once we open up and get rid of the addiction of looking at him in the 3D and wanting him and desiring him in that way. Because that's not how we truly desire him, is it? We don't want him with karmic energy. We don't want him the way we have seen him be. We want him in the divine masculine energy. And the more we pay attention to that, that can actually happen. The more it's going to. So we're stepping into that. We're going to get messages better. He's having the ideas come through. We're going to get better messages, better communication. Even if it's in the 5D, just things coming through. Open yourself up, feminine. Have that faith and trust that these messages can come to you. And you can take them in a good way and heal from them. All right, and so what might be holding back in the 3D with the 3D is purification. Yeah, just releasing everything. Releasing this karmic energy for your true heart, for your true feelings. Knowing that this relationship is pure. There's been things put on it karmically along the way that we're having to heal and take off so we can get back to who we are. He can get back to who he is. He's catching up. As long as we're moving forward, he's moving forward. It's throughout this whole weekly reading, okay? All these energies are here for the taking, and they're beautiful energies. I mean, who doesn't want to heal and feel better? Feminine, some of us have just felt miserable about the whole situation. Don't you want to heal and feel better and step more into your power, right? And then having him step more into his so he can come along and be that amazing... it just came through saying, like, Fabio. Like, here I am, you know? So, they are pretty funny. Okay, so... positive action within the 3D, solitude, yeah. Going within the heart, like getting away from the karmic energy and going within the heart, truly of what we truly desire. Having that, you know, things looking up because he's in his heart center, taking a trip out of the karmic energy and what he was stuck in, going more toward within himself, and us having this better, career in the way of better divine feminine energies, right? Because we're going to have that little push to push us into those emotions, into that darkness, to bring us to the light. Okay? Be within, go within, get it out. That's your positive action. Go within, get it out. Especially this time of year, because it's going to be triggering a lot of things that you're going to recognize to release. Okay, so I know it's from generations stuck on you, from karma within the DNA. There's all these healings that need to go on and release. So help move forward in the 3D. Yes, just let it flow. Let your emotions flow, even if they're negative, if they're upsetting. Recognizing them, let them fall away, and stop with the ego controlling them, pushing them in and pushing them away because you're not wanting to feel them. Feel it. Let it flow. Let all the emotions flow. So then you know that you can have this, once you let everything out, more things that are better for you can come in. You can have that financial windfall in the way of that nurturing feminine energy coming through. Knowing that you are a leader, feminine, and releasing these things, making it look, and not putting effort into your ego and controlling it. And then it helps the masculine then come along, recognize the feminine energy as this empress energy, and then give birth. And we're giving birth to his dreams in a way, because we're moving forward. Then he starts to feel the dreams, literally the dreams. Have the flow. Let it flow away. Any negativity, flow away. Any negativity surrounding our masculine, let it go. Let it flow. Heal it. We have to go within and then let it flow. Truly, it's what it's saying. Go within. Take any of that negativity, let it flow away, get rid of it. So we can step into the better Empress energies and recognize our man as the king of spring. Okay, so the divine energy surrounding in the 3D is wolf. Yep, getting more into our divine instinct. This is self-explanatory. Getting more into the divine, masculine, and feminine energies, putting that more around us, surrounding us with it, having the masculine speak his mind more from the heart, and getting advice and having a balance of his mental and emotional, right? Not being so materialistic in the 3D and within the ego. And the feminine, following our passion, working on ourselves. We'll be compensated for doing that. Get more into your feminine instinct. The way to do that is get out of that shadow part of it. And the outcome within the 3D, reflection. And going there and saying, you know what? That's not what I want anymore. I'm going to let it flow. I'm going to go within this reflection. Let it flow, get in more into the divine feminine instinct, and the outcome is stepping away from any of that stagnant emotional energy that's been there. So he can come more into his passion, focus more on his true emotion, and we can be grateful because we have much to celebrate, deep feelings of peace and happiness. So coming out of this type of feeling of just stuck there and then having deep feelings of peace and happiness and flow. Beautiful. Now let's see what's going on within romance. Very important. Woo. Okay. Oh my gosh, everything's flying out here. Okay, let's just place you around. They haven't been, you know, talkative in a little bit, so now they're flying. They want us to know for Valentine's Day what's most important for us to try to focus on. Okay, romance, relationship, love, here we go. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you. Definitely. Okay, so don't focus on what the past has been and what we've known through our ancestral line. My gosh, has it been? All right, healing that, knowing we're coming to the union. The union is what's most important, not what relationships were with our ancestors, and they're wanting us to get messages and healings from that. And then, you know, him not missing any of these opportunities because he's going to clearly decide. He's going to see the opportunities, open his eyes so we can come to him. Okay, for the past energies within healing family issues, it's right on top of the karma, DNA, and the ancestors. All of it, very important. Check out my website. Have a whole lineup of stuff to do. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, and that's a big one, okay? Forgiving that relationship that you saw. That wasn't necessarily the relationship that is truly what's for you. And that's major. Even within society right now. That's why we are the ambassadors of unconditional love, because it's kind of been tweaked to a way that it's not really what it can truly be. It's being totally open to allow another being to be who they are and respect that and love them anyway. Okay? So healing any of these family issues, any of that karma on the DNA, that's what's most important from the past. They're saying still healing, now moving toward the future, toward the present within the love, and make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So make any effort that's being put out there, and you see what it's been. It's shape-shifting, shifting, getting out of the clouds and the negativity and the depression of your past and all those past lives that were stuck on you from the ancestors within your DNA. Make the effort so great love can come to you. It's worth taking the steps you're guided to take. They're guiding you. Know you're supported. Know this can happen. There can be a balance. There can be better communication. So future energies within romance, finances, and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And it kind of is. But when we open up and we put that energy out there in a feminine way, we then open up to receive it in return. So it is financial issues that are possibly stopping from people getting that ancient healing wisdom, right? And being able to resolve their difficulties and get away from the addiction and the codependency of sitting there and saying, he's got to help me. I can't do this alone. Yes, you can do it alone, but you're never alone because you're going to be open more to the messages that's going to be coming through, because these healings open everything up and take off all that negative stuff from your past, from the ancestors, and then you step more into your energies, okay? So have faith, have faith. All right, that's going to come through. It is a factor, because when we shut down even our sacral chakra, we're not open to receiving feminine, any type of nurturing energy. And that's money as well, because it's a feminine nurturing energy. It's not a controlling energy. It's a nurturing energy. Open up to that, please. That's your future. Recognize, if I open up my finances and my feminine energy, I have my divine feminine energy, you attract so much abundance. This is what this is all about, to keep us going, to keep helping others, to keep spreading the message. So what might be holding back in 3D when it comes to romance? Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And that's definitely true. Heart to heart, not seeing the karmic stuff that's on the heart that we're wanting to release, but having true heart-to-heart conversations. I'm telling you, feminine, to the point of, if you're even upset because we're human and what he's done in the past and this has gone on and he did this and he needs to, you know, ask for forgiveness and he needs to apologize and all these things, that's not your true heart. That's that karmic stuff on there. Your true heart is so in love with this man, okay? And your true heart wants to stay within that vibration. So honestly, get within your head and heart and honestly balance that out. Purify any of the negativity from the past. Okay? Change. Happy change in career. Happy change in the way you see your masculine. To see, he can see you as this queen of fire and this beautiful thing. And he can then stretch his wings. But as long as you keep him in that prison, he's missing an opportunity to move forward. Okay. So, within romance, positive action, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Yep, get out of the 3D. Know that you are on this path toward your union, toward coming to this beautiful relationship, not a codependent one. Okay? They're used to that with karmic energy. That's not what we were wanting to put across there. We're healing that. So it goes with the solitude, right? Get away from the karmic world, go within, heal whatever needs to be healed so you can move forward. And what's helping move forward is, whoa, there it is. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. If you allow it, that's going to help you move forward. If you allow it, get out of the 3D, retreat from the 3D, the ego, and know that you are ascending. It's a higher level of commitment. That's exactly what this relationship is. The more you walk along the journey, the more you put your pieces together, the more you ascend, the more you heal, the more committed it becomes within this relationship. It becomes effortless and flowing. He can see the feminine as this beautiful empress and birthing all these things, but also he can then step into his abundance and nurture himself and feel nurtured by the feminine, because that's what we're doing. And we can have this king of spring. This is what we're wanting. This is how we ascend, by staying in a positive energy, knowing it can be effortless when we keep to our faith and trust, and knowing this is our journey, knowing the whole idea about the union and how we're coming together and what our purpose is. And for the divine surrounding us with romance this week, this could be the one. This is it. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. We already know who he is. This is what I'm trying to say. We already know, before all this stuff, before the ancestors, the karma, the DNA, all these things. Here's this, in this instinct. In our instinct, we already know. We already know who he is. So allow him to be that. Allow him to then step up and speak his mind with confidence and have a balance of mental, emotional, and be that king. Right? And then we stay on following our passion and being within our instinct, and know that we already know who he is. And he's going to come to us in this way, as long as we put all the pieces together and heal what went on. And he's needing to do that too, and not creating any more karma for him by paying attention to the 3D and getting upset over it. Every moment we can create karma. So stay positive, everyone. Okay, so the outcome energies within romance. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. And this is manifestation together. And being more attracted, him being more attracted to a better feminine energy, and us, and we're attracting him. No more of this reflection of being cold and whatever. It's more of this passion. Passion, passion, passion down here. He's focusing more on the passion. He's getting that more creative energy around because we're in our feminine energy and healing like crazy. And we're celebrating, we're having an inner peace and happiness because we're getting rid of this and we're having contented personal life because we know what it already is. All right, for the masculine, let's go to the Archangel Oracle. Just a little advice here. Oh, there. Oh, and this fell out for the feminine. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do something, but I'm going to do this first. All right, so for the masculine is spread your wings. There it is again, Archangel Ariel. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect, and you're ready to soar. Okay, so he's getting that confidence. We're allowing him to have that confidence. Okay, well, like I said, stretch your wings and fly. That's kind of what's holding him back. They're saying, don't hold back, don't hold back. Go toward that beautiful feminine energy and feeling. These issues are being healed. The feminine's making sure of it. Don't hold back. Move forward. Catch up. Okay, and for the feminine, sensitivity. Archangel Haniel, you're extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Yes. Recognize them so you can heal them and release them. I'm wanting to put, for the most important thing for the masculine, to focus on up here for the week of the energy and what might be grounding him, kind of holding him back when it comes to romance. Boom. Wow. These cards are totally jumping out. So up top here with the Emperor and getting more of that karmic energy off of him and having more discipline and leadership, there it is. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction and chemistry to keep this relationship going. So they are. The most important energy right now is stepping away from that karmic energy, that unrequited love, coming toward more the divine feminine energy. We're sitting in it. We're having it. Very important. So don't allow yourself to get upset about any 3D illusion going on. Okay? Stay within your feminine energy so they get the strength to recognize there's not enough chemistry. I'm moving on. I'm getting out of this. Holding back with that ego. They're stepping more out of the ego because it's upside down. More toward love. Instead of like the separation of 1 and 5, it's more coming together. That 6, more toward the love. And with that is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So we have to be who we really are in our divine feminine energy. That's kind of what's holding him back. Step truly into your light, truly into your purpose. We're working very hard on that. Okay, so really getting to know each other. Our bond deepens as we get more into our feminine energy. They can become more into their masculine energy. Let's now do a color card just because I'm feeling it. For the masculine, we have gray. Learn to scan your body. And isn't that coming out? 50 Shades of Gray? But gray. Learn to scan your body. And look at him, all right? He's that, give her this, do that for her, all those things. So, okay, he's stepping more into his Christian Grey, but no. As number 11 within the union, but learn to scan your body. So to really feel himself and feel who he truly is. And scanning in the way of go to the heart, then the head, okay? For the feminine is lavender. Connect to body, mind, and soul. So this connection, anyway, it's like here you have the 2 fours. There could be 2 foundations coming together as one, very strong within the union. No longer anything holding us back, but knowing we are individuals, so we don't need to be codependent, but we can also come together, and when we come together, it's a number 8. It's the infinity symbol, it's the twin flame symbol, but it's also abundance when we come together. So lavender is very calming at this time, connect body, mind, and soul. So lavender is important if you're getting a little upset about this time for you. All right, now I'm wanting to do, let's get messages from the masculine for the feminine. And as before, there's a yes card in this deck. So think of a question that you want answered. Wow, that really came flying out. Okay, all those. And from the feminine to the masculine, anything else? Ooh. This one too. Okay, so from the masculine, let me see. Oh, yeah. All right, so they're saying, happy thoughts. To feel happier right now, think about a memory or something else that makes you smile. About him, okay? Because we already know. So let's focus on that, and that's what he's saying. Try to keep your vibration high no matter what's going on within your ego. Change. The changes that you're going through are positive, so we're having positive change that's creating their positive change. Okay, and then they say, be thankful. Think about the people and things you feel grateful for. So the gratitude is very important. They're letting us know that too. But just being grateful for him, for the masculine energy we truly desire within him. And you'll know in the morning, when you wake up, you'll have a better idea about what to do. Relax until then. And you know what it's saying, coming through to me? The more he wakes up, the more he is awoken, right? We need to relax until then. We need to move forward, not pay so much attention. But when you wake up, you'll have a better idea of what to do. Okay? And it's also pay attention to your dreams. By far, it's going to be coming through. But what message is coming through for me with this from the divine is saying, the more they wake up, the more we do to heal and become who we really are, the more they wake up, they have a better idea of what to do. So we relax within our feminine energy, work on ourselves, heal, 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 and they will have a better idea of what to do. And from the feminine, okay, whoa, huh, okay. Contemplation time. Spend time alone, meditating upon what you truly desire within the heart, not within that karmic energy, right? And then time to move on. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. Yes, our divine feminine energy. And that's us too. It's time for us to move on from that other divine feminine or other feminine energy we have been in. And it's been put upon us by them as well. So it's not our fault. It's no one's fault. It's just how it is. And so here it is, soulmate relationship, new romance with a spiritual basis is here for you now. So it's releasing that soulmate relationship, stepping into our relationship, time to move on toward us and let yourself receive it. Allow others to give you loving care, receive without guilt or apologies. So coming toward the better relationship, new romance with a spiritual basis, letting them know that's what we're offering, that's who we are. We're getting to know one another better. That's what we're telling them and letting them know. Okay, so let's go to, I'm just going to do a positive crystal because this week it feels good. So how are we going to supercharge this? We got two, so masculine and feminine. For the masculine, we have selenite green. Healing, tranquil pleasures, daydreams, imaginings. Life is a river of dreams. Simply relax and enjoy the journey. Huh, wouldn't that be nice? Over the coming days, you'll find yourself daydreaming, envisioning your life as you would truly love it to be. Your thoughts are bathed in the tranquil pleasures of love, romance, and ideal relationships, yet these imaginings are not fantasy. Rather, they are glimpses of the future. You're entering a time of great joy, creativity, and tranquility. This time, your dreams and wishes really do come true. Keep an open heart and mind, and above all, trust in the magical and healing power of love to transform your life. A period of great joy and happiness is just around the corner. Yes, it is. If we stay positive feminine, it really is. And the feminine have molybdenite. Oop, almost got it. There you go. Molybdenite, a message from the stars. Your life is always held in perfect equilibrium by the divine natural order that exists within all creation. Believing that you have somehow failed or made the wrong decision or choice is simply an illusion. There is nothing you need to change or fix in your life apart from your sometimes unbalanced perceptions, mainly your self-criticism. That's that judgment that they come through with these messages, what to heal. Know that you're always worthy of love and you are eternally blessed. Start to accept all of who you are, as you are, and you will see your life magically and lovingly transformed. All is perfect. All is in perfect divine order. From a spiritual perspective, there are no mistakes in life. Every experience is a lesson in love and wisdom. So that's why you do the healings, because it's a lesson in love and wisdom and helps you move on and get more into your divine feminine, who you truly are before all this happened. It's coming back together, putting yourself back together. Now I'm going to do a frequency to focus on for this week, just kind of help with the karmic stuff and help with the heart. Masculine, feminine. This is what I used within the DNA healing to to get those miasma out of there. Okay, good. Transition, number 7. So transitioning more into his divine masculine energies. The frequency of transition supports our deep understanding of the ever-changing nature of existence and our lives so that we can learn to let go, surrender to the process, and allow transition to occur with ease and grace. Okay, so it's really helping him let go of the past, let go of this karmic soulmate energy, right? We're urging, you know, there's a new spiritually based relationship. And for the feminine, we have, beautiful. Divine masculine, 22, 11, 11, wish come true of who we truly desire within that. The frequency of divine masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. And that's what he truly is to us. So it's healing any of that negative energy surrounding our divine masculine that has gone on from the past. And knowing that it's a 2 and a 2. We can balance out together. Have these wishes come true, but no, we don't have that codependency, that addiction of we need him and we need to do this and we have to be with him in order to, no. We can do it and he comes up and then you want to be with him when he's at his best, or almost. I mean, we're always working on ourselves, but almost, not what you remembered. And so this is what you want to focus on. This frequency is going to help that more of that divine masculine energy to come through in the way that we have desired, the one we have known before, right? So what masculine energy is for the taking for the masculine this week, and then the feminine energy. Hypnos, sleep. He's sneaking out of there. He's getting out. He's getting out. He's putting all the karmic energy to sleep, and he's moving on. He's transitioning. Okay. And then, like I said, you'll know better in the morning. What does it say? Happy thoughts. Where was this? Like, that's what it's saying. He's getting out of it. You'll know in the morning when you wake up, right? So you're putting everything to sleep, and then it's like when he's waking up and he's leaving behind all that karmic energy. And for the feminine, it is Pomona. Plenty. Yes, we have plenty. We have plenty of feminine energy. We have plenty financially, all of it. If we open up to it and stop blocking ourselves and having these preconceived notions that twin flames don't have much money, or that's kind of the whole idea is for us to have faith and trust so we step into our abundance. And if we're not having that, we just think, oh, we're just going to sit in here. No, we already have plenty. We have plenty of divine energy within us that we're piecing back together. And within that divine energy, definitely divine feminine energy, we receive so much abundance in so many different avenues and so many, I mean, just open up. You don't have to make your money just from a job. Money can come from anywhere. Support can come from anywhere. Open up. You have plenty. It's already there in the 5D to be planted in the 3D. Open up. Love your divine masculine. Go within your feminine energy, knowing that kindness is also a part of them. Wisdom comes through. The message is coming through. Getting into that. We have plenty for ourselves, and we are able to give to others. Gosh, yeah, okay then. So, very interesting week. Definitely a major action going on for the masculine. Might not be totally 3D physical, but definitely within. Recognizing these things, especially moving away from this karmic energy and that unrequited love. Most important energy this week. Even coming up to Valentine's Day. And not having that codependency anymore, even for us feminine, not wanting to do that. Okay? Go within the heart without the karmic energy around it, knowing who we desire is that full out masculine. Get rid of any negativity. Keep your thoughts happy and positive when it surrounds him, because it helps him step up. It helps him put all the karmic energy to sleep and move forward in his divine masculine. And then we end up with very much plenty of everything, because we have been successful in working and getting rid of the negativity, pulling that out of there from the ancestors, from the DNA, all of these things, okay? So, amazing week. Thank you once again for everything. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. And if anyone's wishes came true, you can comment about that too, because for my birthday when I was granting wishes. So, also, if anyone is really wanting to get in there with the past life and to heal those things and really get them out there and go through these healings, please reach out. I love helping. It's the best feeling. And clients are very happy about it, and I just feel the release for them. They feel so much better. Things just start clicking and moving, and things start going faster and very accelerated, like myself. So take care. Until you see me again, share the love, and I'll see you soon. Bye.